What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Endless here to bring you something I'm super excited about. So, for those who don't know me outside this channel, DPP is my favorite draft format, and I adore it. I'm one of the biggest advocates for the format in all of drafting at the moment. I run a huge tournament called the Distortion Draft Tournament, and this will be my first DPP-related video on my main channel. That's because I am playing in a DPP league, but not just a DPP league. I'm playing in the United Pokemon Association, I don't remember if it's Unite or United, but either way, Pokemon Association. And not only are they doing a Gen 4 draft, they're doing it on Pokemon Battle Revolution via emulator. I've been wanting to do a PBR draft for a while, ever since the collab between OG Albina and Numnexus, Keegan, and PokeMMD on Pokemon Coliseum, where they did ADV draft, which they're a great format, by the way. Check out ADV draft; it's also super fun. I mean, I love the UP. I suck at ADV, but it's still a great format. But and I do recommend checking out those videos. I might link them in the description. In fact, I probably will. But anyway, going into this for Pokemon Battle Revolution, this is Gen 4. And Gen 4 is my bread and butter. It's my best format. It's probably the format it's my favorite format. It's probably the format I'm the strongest at, if I'm gonna be honest. I have a pretty deep grasp of metagame knowledge. Even though I'm not the best player, my prep is pretty solid here. And the one big, I do want to mention that because Battle Revolution, one big difference is Rotom Appliance is missing, which is actually a huge deal. Rotom is a very, very important Pokemon in the metagame. It's the best spin blocker, and it's just a huge, just a really good top tier is gone. So that's something to mention because there are 10 teams. Unfortunately, I did actually draft my own team. I came as a replacement for a team that was 1-1 plus 2 who had to drop because they can't upload. So I'm coming a little bit, that's fine. 1-1 is a decent record, plus 2 is fine differential for that. So not a bad thing to start off with. However, the draft I picked up was not great, to say the least. And by that, I mean it was really bad. But I am doing my best to take over a team and make some changes, do the best I can. So I guess we'll start by going into the Pokemon I am keeping. First up, we have Scizor here. Scizor was unfortunately the only top tier this person drafted, which when there's a 10% pool like everyone else, it's like 2 to 3 top tiers. This really sucks. Scizor is a great Pokemon though, don't get me wrong. I mean, it was the king of DPOU at one point for a reason. Obviously, Bullet Punch is insane on it. Does so much damage. Choice Band sets are very good. Sword sets are very good. Bug Bite is very strong in this gen. U-Turn is also more common, but Bug Bite can do huge damage, and in a generation as bulky as this one, the extra power of Bug Bite comes up more frequently than you might expect. I mean, it doesn't do that. Like, it has superpower. I don't know like going for move pools in these, but it's okay. It has Roost. Its move pool isn't the best. Pursuit's big, though. Pursuit is huge. It allows me to trap Psychics and Ghosts. I do have our answers later, but it could come up. Scizor's pretty basic here. It doesn't have the biggest move pool DB, but it does what it needs to do. Very good stats. Clicks Bullet Punch, clicks U-Turn, clicks Bug Bite. Roost, Swords Dance. It's like, what else do you want? It's a top tier for a reason. It's very, very good. It's bringable in most matchups. It should be bringable in all matchups, but somehow my first game, which you'll see later, I pulled a matchup where Scizor was like literally unviable, which is unfortunate. But it's a very, very good Pokemon, and it is a late round 1, early round 2 pick for a reason. So yeah, definitely a good Pokemon to start with. I'm pretty happy to have Scizor. I haven't used it much. I've used it a bit, but I'm excited to give it a fair shake and see if I really like it, because it's just a Pokemon. It's like of the top tiers in the PvP, it's not really my favorite. Like, it's okay. It's very good. Obviously, it's just like not really my play style, but I do want to give it a shot and see if I like it. Next Pokemon is a Pokemon I despise. I really do not like Gyarados. I find I'm really bad at playing with it. It's just a mon that I cannot position for the life of me. But however, it was the second most expensive on the team, and I am kind of stuck with it. There was nothing else on the board. Like, everything above like 12 points was gone. So I'm kind of stuck with this Gyarados, and I don't love it. It's a good Pokemon. It's a very good Pokemon. It's one of the best win cons in the format. I cannot deny that. It's one of the best win cons for sure. It's just not a Pokemon I like. I really hate it being weak to rocks. It means you really have to work to keep the hem off for spin. By a spin, it only has 2 really viable items, which are Conberry and Lumberry. Occasionally you can run Lefties if you're like not a Dragon Dance set, but realistically you're running with Conberry a lot of weeks and Lumberry a lot of weeks. I think Lum's going to be more common in this week specifically because of the fact that there's a weird Hidden Power rule where only one Pokemon on your team can Hidden Power each week. So Gyarados doesn't have to fear like 3 things packing HP Electric like it does in normal DPP draft. So I guess I won't need Wakana as much, but still like a pretty important item here. Gyarados' coverage is fine. Waterfall, Earthquake, Ice Fang, couple other moves. It's mostly a Dragon Dance. It does get stuff like Taunt and Thunder Wave, which allow it to maybe do bulky sets. The big nice thing here is that unlike an AEV, Gyarados actually has Water Stab. Waterfall's a lot better than HP Flying. Outrage Nerf Head comes up, especially in matchups like Kingdra, which is very scary, which we will actually see in today's game. So yeah, it's a fine Pokemon. It has all these standard tools. Like, Gyarados isn't bad. It's just not something I'm particularly comfortable with. But that's fine. We're just going to use it and do our best. Third Pokemon, which I can't believe they took this so early, but they do need a spinner for Gyarados, so here's the Hitmonlee. It's an okay spinner. It's not great. Rotom Appliance not being in the game does help a lot, though, because that is probably the best spin blocker into Hitmonlee outside, like, maybe Dusknoir and Dusclops, because those two are really physically bulky. None of their spinners really like coming in on this thing. Yes, they can take spin blockers. I mean, yes, they can like, take a fighting move. I can hit them with a coverage move and do good damage. I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, pretty sure I think it's, yeah, I guess like Sucker Punch. Oh, it doesn't have great coverage, but like Sucker Punch, even then, like a neutral move hits them pretty hard. Obviously, good attack, decent speed. Wimber's a great ability. The yellow magic is everywhere in this generation. I'm always going to be Wimber because Reckless is pretty much useless when High Jump Kick is only a 100 base power and less accurate in close combat. Hitmonlee's nice. It has extra priority of Bullet Punch, Mach Punch, Sucker Punch. That's definitely nice. But it's mostly here for the spinner, let's be honest here. It's here as a spinner, which is fine. It's good at that role. It's not like the best, it's very frail, but like it does force switches pretty well. It can get off the spin, and we'll see later. I have ways to punish Ghost for trying to come in on it, which is really nice. See, it's a pretty basic spinner. Hitmonlee's fine. I am not the biggest fan of the Hitmons in Gen 4 draft. I think they're usable. They're okay mons. I just don't think they're amazing. Hitmonlee does get, it's probably lower down, Foresight, as we'll see here, which does allow, if I call a Ghost to switch in, I can Foresight as it comes in and then spin after, which is really nice. So Hitmonlee's a fine Pokemon. It's just not a round 3 pick. That's okay. Next up, we have Meowswine, another Pokemon that I'm not a big fan of. Like, it's fine. It's a bit pricey. How much was it, Meowswine? Meowswine was 14. Yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. I feel like I would probably maybe pay 13 or 13 for it. Probably is more right, but only 1 point's not a huge deal. Meowswine is really weird in Gen 4. It doesn't have Ice Stab is the problem. Ice Fang is just not good enough. Like, yes, I'll be running Ice Fang a lot, but I'm not going to be happy about it. Like, that's his best physical Ice Stab. It just kind of sucks that it doesn't have, like, Ice Crash or anything. Ice Shard's very good for priority, though. And what we've noticed so far is this team is very priority heavy. We have Bullet Punch on Scizor and potentially Quick Attack, 3 priority options on Hitmonlee, and the Ice Shard and Meowswine. So that's one thing I do like about this team. Priority is quite nice in DVP. Obviously, a fatter mega game is not as good as like a more offensive mega game like Scarwind and Violet or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, but it's still very important to have. Helps against some stab sweepers. Meowswine is my first rocker, and that's a big deal because rocks are absolutely vital this generation. Is it my only rocker? No, I think I have one more rocker. Yeah, I have one more rocker over here, but Meowswine is the only rocker I kept on the team. These are ones that the person had really sucked, and I'll get into those later. But Meowswine is going to be forcing rock smokes, which just kind of suck, but there were like no good rocks options on the board for me to pick up, so have to deal with it. Earthquake is very strong with this thing. Stone is very strong with this thing. Like, it does still hit really hard. 130 attack is really good in this generation. Like, Ice Shard's cool. I might even end up running Ice Beam or Blizzard. Like, 70 special attack is not unusable into physically defensive Pokemon weak to ice. Endeavor's pretty useful on a Sash set. Knockoff's pretty good. Obviously, it's very weak, but the utility is unmatched this generation. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't love Mamoswine. Again, like, Mamoswine, Hitmonlee, Gyarados, these are all Pokemon that I'm not the biggest fan of in the generation. Like, they are good generally at what Hitmonlee's kind of mad, but they are very good at what they do. It's just what they do isn't really how I like to play the format. So it's definitely going to be an interesting experience for me because I'm going to have to adapt a lot of how I play into a very different team composition than what I would normally draft. Then next Pokemon we kept was Drapion. Drapion's just two abilities, Battle Arms, Sniper. I feel like Battle Arms more likely to come up, but Sniper if I'm running an offensive set. Drapion's best thing here about it is the Pursuit Trapper. It is very important because with my Spirit being Hitmonlee, I need a really good Pursuit Trapper to remove Ghosts. And thankfully, the Pursuit had this tier originally. Did realize that and drafted Drapion. Drapion's a fantastic Pursuit Trapper. Really good natural bulk, like really good natural bulk. 70-75 doesn't look great, but with only one weakness, you can come out most Psychics and Ghosts and not get 2 KO'd. And Pursuit Trap them very effectively. Also gets Toxic Spikes and removes Toxic Spikes. So over my team is a 2 T-Spikes week, but being able to remove them is nice, and getting my own Toxic Spikes is really big. That's maybe, it also, it's like, it can run setup like Agility or Swords, and it has really good coverage options. It has a ton of coverage options for like no reason, which is nice. Has stuff like Taunt and Roar for like a utility. Drapion's pretty good, and 95 speed is really nice this generation for on a Pokemon this like bulky and offensive at the same time. That speed stat really is what pushes Drapion over the edge over some other dark types. And I'm really excited to use it. I think I've used it maybe once, but Drapion's probably the Pokemon I'm the most excited to use. I've seen it do a lot of work in my tournament so far this year. I've been doing streams on my on the official channel for that tournament, and Drapion's done a lot of good things in that tournament, so I'm excited to try it myself. On to the next pick we kept, which was Rotom. This is the only Rotom legal. There is no Rotom Appliance, so only base form exists because of Battle Rouge is based off of Diamond and Pearl. Rotom Appliance does not exist. So I got the only Rotom, which is pretty nice. Rotom's very good. It's a decent spin blocker. It's not the bulkiest, but it has like 50, 77, 77 is workable. And with Will-O-Wisp and Thunderwave, it's fine. It has screens, which are pretty nice here. Pain Split for recovery. And Electric Ghost is a pretty good stab combination off 95 special attack. Thunderbolt Shadow Ball is not easy to switch into. I will say Rotom is probably my hidden power user most weeks. It really needs it. And the one-hand power rule is really frustrating but thankfully, the team I heard isn't that hurt by it, and the months I picked up aren't really hurt by it either. And honestly, the one-hand power rule kind of benefits me in some ways because it means my opponent can't run both hand power fire for Scissor and hand power electric for Gyarados. And honestly, in standard DB draft, those are the ways you really answer them. You HP electric down the Gyarados as it tries to set up. You HP fire down Scizor. So them only being able to run one of those per week is actually really nice. It makes the Scizor Gyarados core maybe more workable than I normally like it in DB. I don't think it's a great core in regular DP, I'll be honest, but I think here it's fine. So I think the hand power rule is probably a benefit me, even if I think it's really dumb. Yeah, Roam's just pretty good. It's, fast, bulk, decent bulk. It's a Roam. It does what I need it to do. It's a very basic Pokemon, but it's very effective, so I'm happy with that. Next is Espeon. Espeon's something I've never actually tried in DB before. It's very fast, as you can see here. It's a good special attacker. Its move pool really lets it down. It's my Irmon's probably running hand power if I bring it, which does kind of limit Rotom is what it is. Just Espeon's coverage kind of sucks. Like just going here, special moves is it's like Grass Knot, Psychic, whatever. Grass Knot, Psychic, Shadow Ball, Signal Beam is it. So that's not great. It is gonna be, it needs hand power to hit needs hand power to hit Steel types, which is really rough. But it's still a pretty good Pokemon. Psychics hit really fucking hard off this thing if I can find ways around Dark types, which to me, Scizor, if I run a Scarf Scizor, I can double into it, or I can Baton Pass with Espeon into it. That's pretty good. That can force a lot of progress. It also has Wish and Heal Bell, which are good Clark moves. It can Calm Mind. I don't like going over normally I don't like going over just the moves Pokemon get, but because I didn't draft this team, I can't really comment much on the composition because I didn't compose this team. I'm just kind of picking from scraps here and making do of the things that was left. So I'm kind of just grabbing whatever good Pokemon are available and hoping they work together, which is not a position I like to be in. I'm a very composition-focused drafter. I don't like just grabbing Pokemon for sake of Pokemon, especially in DVP. In DVP, I really think it's important to have your team synergize and have the composition able to answer opposing team compositions very well, answer the opposing threats that you do have to prepare for in this format, and just win hazard game and stuff like that. And unfortunately, I just can't comment too much because I didn't compose this team, which kind of sucks. The last Pokemon I kept was Rapidash. It's fine. I wanted speed. That's why I kept it. I wanted a speed tier. It's not great. It's here. It cooks buttons, I guess. Flare Blitz is about it. It's only real. It doesn't get Wild Charge or anything. It cooks Flare Blitz, and that's about all it does. But it's fast and can revenge stuff. It's okay. I don't love Rap. It's pretty bad, but it's fast and can revenge stuff. I can Mayra Bulky Set with Morning Sun. Flash Fire was pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, it's a Rapidash. It's not going to do much, unfortunately. It's not like Gen 5 where it gets Wild Charge and Drone and starts actually becoming maybe a usable low tier. Now, those are the Pokemon I kept. So those are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Pokemon I kept on the team. Let's move into the Pokemon I traded. So the first Pokemon I dropped was Smeargle. I mean, Smeargle's an okay hazard setter, but it's so linear and so easy to deal with. I know this because a lot of players have less experience in DVP, so maybe they won't know as well how to handle it. But I don't know. I just don't like Smeargle. I think it's way too linear and way too easy to play around. So next, the hazard I dropped was Amistar. Amistar's actually pretty solid, but it only really works if you're going hard rain. And clearly, I'm not going hard rain here. There's no Kingdra, there's no Wooloo, there's nothing like that available for me to pair with it. So it's just doesn't fit on this team at all. It's a rocker, sure, but it's not a great one. It has spikes, cool, doesn't really help. It has good damage output. I mean, 150 special Hydro Pump Ice Beam is good in Earth Power, but I don't know. I can't justify Amistar. I'm not running a rain or at least a semi-rain team. It's just it's not worth the points. We have Tangrowth. Tangrowth's an okay grass type, but lack of regen really hurts, and the little special defense is really bad because I'm pretty sure literally every water type in the game gets Ice Beam in this generation, or 95% of them. It's not until Gen 5 that we start seeing Pokemon like Seismitoad that don't get it. So I mean, it's cool and I can invest in Spadef, but it just dies to Ice Beam, and that's a huge fucking problem. Leech Seed, Sleep Power are cool moves, but yeah, Tangrowth is it really needs regen Gen 5 to really be usable. So unfortunately, it just falls off real hard, and I didn't like it on this build. Last one I dropped was Machoke. Dynamic Punch is legal in this draft, unlike my tournament. Dynamic Punch and Guard is a legal combination, but Machoke is bad anyway. It's also 5 points, so yeah, no, screw this thing. This thing's really bad. I'm never going to bring it. I was never going to bring it if I kept it. Let's get on to our next. So now let's get on to what we picked up. First one we picked up was Breloom, which I believe actually the original team had Breloom and dropped it. I don't know why. Breloom was one of the good pieces on that team, so I picked it back up. Breloom's interesting. It's not a Pokemon I have a ton of experience with in DVP either, but it's pretty solid. I mean, Spore's a broken move, pure. There's no immunities to it in this generation. Grass is hit by Spore, which is really nice. Obviously, there are status absorbers Natural Cure, Pokemon like Celebi and Shaman and Roserale coming out pretty easily, but not a lot else wants to get slept. Braum does have Technician, but he still has like really strong Mach Punches. Seed Bombs are pretty good damage output. Super Power and Focus Punch are good damage. And Poison Heal is really big. Braum is the only Pokemon with Poison Heal in this generation, which means Toxic Orb is really big on it. I find it's really effective actually on sand teams because you heal more in sand chips, but obviously I don't have that option. But it's a good Pokemon. I don't love Braum in this generation. It's pretty solid. It's not, again, you're gonna notice with I'm saying you probably notice by now, but like a lot of these Pokemon, like, they're good. I just don't love using them, but I'm just going to have to suck it up and get used to it. Leech Seed subsets are very good with Toxicroak, of course. This thing's just really annoying and does do, like, really good damage with its base 130 attack. Next, we have a Quilfish. I did want to get a Spiker, and with Amistar and Smeargle gone, this is probably my best option. I don't have a Poison type, but he doesn't really play like Drapion anyway. I mean, it's mainly here to set spikes and boom. Swift Swim sets can do something, and the opponent's Water Resists are pretty bad, but usually that's not the case. If a team is well constructed, it should have good Water Resists. It has stuff like Dusty Bond. Cussed Out Bear is very good on this thing. A Poison Jab lets it hit grass types if I really need it to. I mean, it's not. Quilfish is actually a pretty good Pokemon. It has Boom, which is the big thing. Boom is broken this generation, and as we're going to see so far, none of the Pokemon I kept have Explosion, which I feel like is a pretty big red flag, because Explosion is like the best move in the game after Stealth Rock. So I really wanted to pick up some users of it, and Quilfish is quite a good one. It has decent attack, decent speed for a Boomer. It just is able to just 1-for-1 things. More priority of Aqua Jet because I guess my team is just priority spam. Thank God there's no Psychic Terrain in this generation. But yeah, I mean, it's a Quilfish. Again, it's pretty basic. It gets Thunder Wave, which is really nice. Thunder Wave makes it a decent like stall breaker or offense check versus Setup Sweepers. It's fine. Its special defense really lets it down though. It's bulk control. 65, 75, 55 without Intimidate yet is not great, but like in certain matchups is good enough. Like if you invest in it, so it's fine. It's got good defensive typing at least. Okay, and then next one we picked up was Regirock. I need another rocker. That's pretty much it. Need another rocker, and Regirock fit the bill. I also need a flying resist because Scizor does not resist flying, and Rotom can, but like it's not the best Brave Bird switch in depending on what the Brave Bird is. So Regirock just like lets me do that. It's gonna get up rocks. It's gonna boom. It can maybe curse once in a while. It has some coverage moves. It's gonna like Toxic and Thunder Wave and shit, and a Seismic Toss. I mean, it's a Regirock. Like, it's here to click rocks if I don't want to slot them on Mamoswine that week. That's about it. It's not great, but like, it's a fine Pokemon. Rocks and boom. You can't ask for much more out of, like, how many points was swing? Like, 8. You can't ask for much more out of, like, an 8-pointer. Rocks, boom, good bulk status, but it was like, what else can you want? Last Pokemon I picked up was Wynaut. I had 2 points left over. I didn't really know what to do with them. I was like, this thing is 2 points. It's 5 points from my tournament. Shadow Attack's really good. This just lets me trap potential really strong attackers that my team can't deal with otherwise, because my team, as you'll probably notice, is lacking a lot of defensive integrity just because pretty much all the good really bulky mons are gone. I mean, you can see here, like, what's my bulkiest Pokemon? Like, what, freaking Drapion? Like, that's not good. So we have to play this team very offensively, and Wynaut is good. It's good on both your stall or hyper offense, not really on balance, but on a relatively hyper offensive team like this, Wynaut's pretty solid. It allows me to just trap something and remove it. I can even go 2-for-1 if they don't respect Cuss That Berry. So yeah, it's just a fine Pokemon. For 2 points, it's pretty good. Now, lastly, I do want to mention I did make some trades for next week. So I did drop Rapidash because this thing sucks. And unfortunately, I dropped Wynaut. I was actually kind of excited to use Wynaut, but it just didn't work out, and I needed Swallow. The thing is, I needed speed. You'll look here, you'll notice my speed cap's at 110, which is the end of the world, but my only other Pokemon above 100 is fucking Rapidash. And then I dropped down to like 95. It's just, the speed tiers are so fucking bad here, and I need the speed. I can't. Having a team of like nothing faster than Raikou and like Electric Check's not being great, nothing faster than Starmie, Azelf, it's just not a position I want to be in. So I grabbed Swallow. Swallow's fine. Obviously, Rocks hurts it, but Guts, like, you can run like Toxic Orb, do good damage like Facade and Brave Bird. That's about it. It's all it really does. Facade, Brave Bird, U-Turn, Quick Attack, Pursuit. Those are like the only 5 moves you're ever quick with it, but it's fine. It gives me speed. That's all I wanted for. So yeah, that's a very long introduction to the team. Now let's get into our week 1 matchup. As you guys can probably tell, I am going to be going very in-depth with these, just because I am a very experienced DB player. I want to give people as much insight as I can into these matchups. So let's look at my opponent's team for week 1. For week 3, I guess, because I took over a team. First thing you see is Heatran, and my fire resists are Gyarados and Rapidash and Regirock, so that's not good. My switch is really Heatran, but my switch is Gyarados, which is not where I want to be. Because Heatran can pack your Will-Wisp or HP Electric, you just smash it, but not what you can do about it. I have to just basically try and check it offensively, which is easier said than done with my team of Pokemon like Scizor kind of not really doing that. Also, he's able to come in and roam pretty freely, which is not great. Next, we have Starmie, and I don't know how every team I draft, even the ones I don't draft like this one, are always so fucking weak to Starmie. I mean, my God. This thing's just, like, destroys every team composition I make. Like, I very well can check it. Spadef Drapion doesn't even like taking, like, Life Orb Hydro Pumps. Yeah, I have, like, virtually nothing for Starmie. I'm going to have to get kind of creative to answer it. Kingdra is also very scary. My Water Resists are not ideal. It can just like spam Hydro Pump and Draco Meteor and fuck me. And there's literally like virtually nothing I can do. As y'all can see, I pulled a really rough matchup week 1 for when there's no bulky waters on the entire board to pick up. Because like if I had any remotely bulky water that didn't like care about Will-O-Wisp, this team would be a lot better into this specific matchup. Thankfully, because Heatran, Starmie, and Kingdra are all in one team, I'm getting them all out of the way 1 week at once, which will help a lot with the lack of bulky water later. So that's a big deal. So while it makes this matchup really hard, I'm pretty happy to get rid of them all right now. Next up is Gallade. I don't think Gallade's great here. Like, it's okay, but Rotom kinds of stuffs it. Gyarados cancel chin. Like, it can Thunder Punch, but still. Gallade's fine here. It's not, like, amazing. Staraptor is interesting. It's kind of shit on by Rotom and Regirock, though. I don't know if it comes. I'll go back to my sword. I don't think it really comes because it's really shit on by Rotom and Regirock. And both of those are... Well, Regirock's not a super lucky break, but Rotom's a very obvious break here. We'll go back. I skipped over to Gliscor here. I'm not too worried about Gliscor. I have Gyarados, I have Mamoswine, I can pack ice coverage on shit. Like, I think Gliscor's not that great to me. Like, it's okay. My ground switches aren't the best, but, like, it can't really touch Rotom no matter what it does. Yeah, I can just Will-O-Wisp if I want. So, yeah, I'm... Gliscor, like, it's going to be the rocker. It's going to try and get up rocks here, but, like, that's not the end of the world for me. This, you know, my draft isn't that rock week. I do have to be careful of Gyarados, but that's about it. Tauros is interesting. It does speed time my Espeon, which is my fastest Pokemon, but, again, it can't really touch Rotom or, Regirock, like, at all. Like, Earthquake is going to bounce off Regirock. It has nothing to hit Rotom at all. No Throat Chop or anything in this generation. So I don't think it comes. If it comes, it's just hero speed control. Blissey is interesting. Blissey can come, but my team is very physically offensive. I mean, look at my top 5 Pokemon on this list, plus Spray Room, like my top 6 Pokemon, top 5 Pokemon plus Spray Room, and then Rotom, which are like my primary 7 I'm going to be bringing most of each. Notice how 6 of them are physical. So, like, Blissey's really awkward here. I honestly don't know what you really want it to do. I guess you could bring if you're scared of offensive Rotom, but I feel like Rotom's more going to be defensive into a Staraptor build anyway. So yeah, I'm not that scared of Blissey. It can get Brox's up, but my team is so physically offensive, it's not a big deal. Skuntank's kind of annoying. If I bring Espeon, I can trap it. Espeon would have been really nice in this matchup, but Skuntank does kind of just invalidate Espeon and force me to bench it, which is annoying. It's okay. Also, it's like fire coverage. It's a fine Pokemon. Like, I don't think it's amazing to me, but it is definitely bringable. Haunter is his spin blocker. So that can kind of spin block on Hitmonlee, but it takes a ton from like a coverage move. So it's not amazing here. It's okay offensively, but like Drapion kind of shits on it, so I don't think it's coming. And Luxray, I mean, it's a bad Pokemon. It gets Superpower and Crunch. It like can hit my Electric Resist pretty hard. But its speed tier really lets it down into me because my team is a lot of those mid tiers just like barely outpace at 70. So I don't think it's likely to come here. It could come as like a Gyarados check with like Shuckle Berry, but even then like because then like you go bring me down +0 and you take the Shuckle Berry and you hit me with an electric move. You take the Earthquake, but yeah, it's not amazing to me. Let's get into the team itself. So first off, we're real with our lead. Remember in Generation 4, you do not see your opponent's team prior to the game. And we are actually using an action replay code to allow that to happen in Battle Revolution. Normally, Battle Revolution's team preview, we're using an action replay code that gets rid of the sprites. So, I'm just going to leave Scarf Mamoswine. It's very good into this team. Looking at here, like, nothing really takes a hit from it super reliably outside, like, maybe a bulkier Starmie. That's about it. Like, everything else takes a ton of damage. Rocks are nice here. They just allow me to chip everything down. Big first Pokemon like Staraptor for Heatran. I just need everybody on chip on Heatran I can get. So that's pretty nice. I think I'm likely clicking Rocks turn 1, depending on what I see, of course. If I have like if Heatran or Kingdra weeds, I probably just attack them. If Starmie or Gliscor weeds, I probably have to switch. On pretty much everything else, I can just get a Broxo, which is really nice. And yes, I'm forced out, but I can come back in later on revenge stuff, which is pretty nice. I'm still running Ice Shard on here, despite running a Scarf, just because what else am I going to run? It's a fucking Mamoswine. Also, like, Ice Shard hits Kingdra for a bit if it really comes up. I mean, Mammo's move pool is very small in this shit. That's what the best I can do. Next, we have a Wakanberry Gyarados. So Wakan isn't necessarily as important because HP Electric isn't going to be as prevalent, but I do think Thunderbolt from Starmie is pretty likely, and so this way I can, like, live 1 after Rocks if it's not, like, super offensive. Even if it's super offensive. If it's not boosting, I live 1 after Rocks and can DD up on it. Pretty basic coverage. Waterfall, Outrage, Earthquake. Waterfall hits most things. Outrage hits Kingdra pretty hard. I was between, like, Earthquake and Bite, because Bite actually hits Starmie a bit harder. But I wanted to respect Luxray a little bit, so I ran Earthquake. Earthquake still has, like, good damage. Starmie should 2 KO at +1, so it's probably fine. Then we have a Rotom. Thunderbolt, Pain Split, Will-O-Wisp, and Heat and Power Ground. So Thunderbolt, Will-O-Wisp is pretty strong. This team, everyone wants to come in on that combination. Pain Split just shits on Blissey completely. Does so much damage, gives me so much health back. HP Ground is my last move. I was really worried about Heatran in this matchup. Heatran's obviously, look at this team. Heatran kind of fucks it. So I went HP Ground as my Heat and Power of choice this week. It was between 9 HP Ice, and I could go HP Ice for a high score, but I figured like if he's not a subset, I can just will it, and it's like completely useless, so I'm fine. If he has a subset, I can go into like Gyarados or Mamoswine and handle it. So it should be fine anyway. Oh yeah, it's pretty basic roam, just Fizz Def. I need the Fizz Def to take on Pokemon like Gallade, like Staraptor, like Gliscor, like Physical Kingdra, stuff like that. Right, in comes the Breloom. Next is Breloom. So this is the offensive Breloom, a little bit of speed. 196, I believe, is for. What's 196 for? I believe it's like Tway Speed Heatran or something. Yeah, Heatran has 190. Yep, Tway Speed Heatran. So if it tries to get a little cheeky and run defensive, but like not much speed, I can superpower it. Subsea is just very good here. He has like nothing. He has no grass type, so I can just spam it. Superpower his team really hard. I wanted Mach Punch, but I really thought I needed superpower for Blissey. Blissey was a little annoying. I just wanted a way to, even outside, I just wanted the good like burst damage to things. Is really nice. In hindsight, maybe Mach Punch would have been better because grass is just so really bad. Could have spammed C-Bomb. Yeah, in hindsight, we'll keep this again. I wish I had run Mach Punch over superpower. I think that just made more sense. Helps with like his faster threats. Whereas C-Bomb like hits almost everything pretty hard. Outside, like specifically Staraptor, nothing else really wants to come out. C-Bomb, his grasses are pretty poor. Yeah, obviously, Heatran can't, like, Mach Punch hurts, and if I'm behind his stuff, I can probably 2-KO it. So, yeah, just not too crazy of a break. Just a lot of bulk, a bit of speed, max attack. Next, we have a really fucking weird Coolfish, which is I'm running Rain-Dance Coolfish into Kingdra. This is insane for most people. This is not a standard stat. You would almost never raise in Kingdra, but the only thing I noticed is Water Resist are really bad. So, yes, my Water Resist are really bad, but so are his. It's just Starmie and Kingdra. So the idea here is I can click Rain Dance, spam Water Ball. He's forced to bring in Kingdra, and then I can just boom on it. It's a speed type. I can just boom on it, or I can Destiny Bond. That's basically the idea. I considered writing like Endure for the Custap Berry, but I wanted Destiny Bond on here. But in hindsight, Endure probably was smart just to be more reliable for Kingdra, so I can boom on it. But Destiny Bond's still fine. So yeah, it's max attack, max speed, because I want to speed to the Kingdra and just do as much damage with Waterfall as possible. Last Pokemon is Wynaut. So Wynaut is getting dropped for next week, but he's coming this week, and thank God I still have it, because I have like no answer to a special attackers or otherwise. This is just like allows me to stop Starmie and Heatran. That's about it. I just lose to those otherwise. So I'm running Spadef with Custap, allows me to Mirror Coat one of them, Destiny Bond the other. Encore is, these are only 4 viable moves on Wynaut. You are not, Charm, Safeguard, Splash are just not, Tickle are just not real moves. I guess Tickle's kind of a real move on Wynaut, but like, no. And it's the only week it's coming because I'm dropping it, so it doesn't really matter. Max HP, max Spadef, 4 defense. Their stats are literally irrelevant. I could have made these fucking 0 IVs and it would not have changed anything. But yes, the team. We got the Scarf Mammo lead. Wakanberry, Gyarados pretty basic. Rotom with HP ground over HP Ice just because Heatran fucking is terrifying. Breloom, Subseed, Crackhead, fucking Coolfish set. And a Spadef, why not? So that said, this would be a really long fucking team builder and draft intro. Let's get into the game. And here we are with the battle. A few quick notes compared to my Scarlet and Violet Wi-Fi battles. I'm probably going to do these at 1x speed instead of 1.5 because I really like the Pokemon Battle Evolution animations. But I will just be more cuts for the dead air. In addition, I unfortunately could not get the audio to record this week. I have no idea what the hell happened. I even live commed this game and just none of it went through. I'm going to try and fix that for future weeks. I would really prefer to live comment these because I think I can give a lot more insight that way. As opposed to Scarlet and Violet, where I'm not the best. Like, I think I'm good, but I'm like above average, but I'm not like the best player. Whereas the DVP, I really know what I'm doing. So I would like to live comment so I can really give people an idea of my thought process in the game. However, the recordings didn't work out. You'll probably notice by now I'm not the most tech savvy. But hopefully I can get that fixed for next week. We will see. But this week's going to be a post-com like my usual videos. All right, let's just get into it. Okay, so at preview, also don't see anything. I'm just going to lock in my Mamoswine. I was just do my first one. That's my Mamoswine, so we just do this. I'm a little slow because obviously it's my first time doing this, so we're going to do this, and we'll just confirm. We'll lock it in, and then we go to the battle. I'm really excited for these. These are just so fucking cool. God, I love fucking DPP and Battle Evolution. I played this game so... Fun fact about Battle Evolution, I played this game so much as a kid, my dad broke the disc in two and threw it out because he thought the Wii was for fitness games. That's a true story. Unfortunately, it's lagging a bit because my computer sucks. It's an emulator. We're going to lead Mamoswine into Gliscor. I'm just going to Rocks. Like, he's obviously going to switch here. He can't stay in, so I'm just going to get Rocks. If he goes for his own Rocks, fair enough. Like, I don't care how much. I just want to get my Rocks up here. It's very safe. He's, like, obviously forced out. You can't stay in. Even if it was Yashi, like, what's he going to do back to me? He's just going to get his own Rocks in which case I'm fine with it. Yeah, there's no timer in this mode, so it will be, so there will be a lot more cuts just as people are thinking. something I forgot to mention in the team brochure, I might as well do while we're waiting here, is DVP draft has typically played 8 Pokemon because of the lack of team preview. Makes it, obviously, having it prepared for like 12 or 10 Pokemon at once is in the back is a lot harder than 8. And also, it doesn't really have that draft feel as much as 12 because, like, yes, you know what your opponent can have, but it's also a lot more options to consider in terms of their back pieces. It's closer to OU, honestly, or like standard, but it's interesting. So there are a lot of Pokemon to consider. However, it depends on the matchup, but you might pose a lot of threats. It's good, but if they don't have a lot of great Pokemon they can bring, then like it's pretty easy to tell what 6 they're gonna bring. In this game, I felt pretty confident. It was just like I thought I was pretty confident. 6 of Heatran, Starmie, Kingdra, Gliscor, Glalie, Staraptor, Blissey, and Skuntank would come. So that helped the low back kind of eliminate Luxray and Tauros and Haunter from the equation. Whereas on my team, I feel like most of my Pokemon are pretty bringable outside like the fucking Rapidash. So that puts a bit more pressure on my opponent. He's finally going to make his move. He's going to switch out Gliscor here. Brings in Starmie as I just get up rocks. So he's fine. He very well might try and spin, but I'm fine with that. If he wants to spin, that's okay with me. I'm going to switch out here. I'm just going to Wynaut. It's my only check to this thing. I don't have another play. Yeah, I'm locked into rocks, so it's not like I can stay in anyway. In next week, I might not do nicknames just because I have to check my freaking pace to remember what Pokemon is what. So I might not, but nicknames are really fun, so I'm probably keep them. It's just going to be a little annoying when I'm playing, but it's fine. I'm going to switch out here into my Wynaut. Very safe switch from my end. He is just going to fire off a Surf. So it's going to do good damage, obviously, but Wynaut is very fat. So he'll do about, it does about, 35-ish. That does reveal, if I remember correctly, looking at my notes, it does reveal it's a pretty offensive Starmie. So unfortunately, because I'm KO'd here, I cannot Encore. I could Encore, I guess, and then Destiny on the following turn. But I would rather go for the 2-for-1 here. I think the 2-for-1 is a much bigger value. Because otherwise, I'm really weak to Pokemon like Heatran and Kingdra. I think I need to take out 2 of them really early. So I'm just going to Miracle on this turn. I am going to think for a while. This is a pretty tough turn for me. But I believe I do end up just going for Miracle. The other option was to Encore it, and that locks it into potentially Rapid Spin. I can take advantage of that, but by going hard into Rotom. But I'm just going to let Wynaut take the hit and KOs with Miracle. And I'll do just that. So Wynaut is going to pick up a kill, taking out Starmie. It puts me up 6-5. That's really nice. So Starmie is going to go down there. So that's really good for me. Obviously, that was arguably, I don't want to say it's big. It's one of the 3 really big threats. All 3 of them really are problematic. But that's 1 down, which is really nice. So Wynaut already did pretty much its job. It came here to eliminate one of Heatran, Starmie, and Kingdra. It did that. So anything else is just a bonus at this point. So obviously he needs to think about how he best deals with this Wynaut. I'm curious to see. I wasn't sure what we would bring in here, honestly. If anything, I thought he might go out to a momentum on Gliscor or Staraptor, try and knock me out with U-turn, but he does just go into Heatran here. He's going to take some Rock Chip, and important to note, I am in Custap range, so I can just fire off a Destiny Bond here. It's not like I have another play. No Mirror moves do anything, I have no switch into Heatran, so I just have to Destiny Bond here and hope he just lets my Custap go off. So I'm going to click it. I do like how the rocks just stay on the opposing side the whole time. That's really cool. That's a really neat touch. Anyway, my Custap Berry is going to go off here. And I am going to click Destiny Bond. I like the animation of the darkness. That's really cool. I'm really excited to see all the animation of this game, I'll be honest. Heatran is going to Eruption, so it reveals its quiet nature, which is interesting. It's going to take down my Wynaut, but Wynaut will take so I actually take 20%, and Heatran's going to take 88%, which takes it out. You love to see it. So Heatran and Starmie are both going down to my fucking 2-point Wynaut. That's amazing. I mean, these 2 kind of destroyed my team otherwise. So that's 2 big threats gone. The only one that's really still scary, for a potential really late game, is Kingdra. But Kingdra's obviously a very good Pokemon. It does have the ability to just 1v6 teams, so I have to be very careful here. Now I'm deciding what to go into. It's kind of tough. I know Gliscor could come back in, but he also has a lot of other options. I don't remember what I go into. I think I go into Rotom here, which is Food Soup, but I could be misremembering. Also, by the way, these are Yu-Gi-Oh names. It's one of the best decks recently, Mitsurugi Raizeo, because they're mostly all level 4s is the joke. It's all like Mitsurugi in this game. That'll be some sort of Pokemon I'm bringing. Anyway, Rotom's gonna come out as we're going to see on the other side. Staraptor. Staraptor's gonna take rocks. That's big, so it's already taking chip. It's gonna intimidate my Rotom, which obviously does nothing. So I believe I'm just gonna Will-Wisp here. Just get off my free burn. Like, this thing can't touch me. Yeah, and if he turned down, everything that can come in can get burned. So I'm just gonna quickly Will-Wisp here. He's just gonna fire off a U-turn. Does a bit of damage. I believe from that damage it showed it was Scarf based on that damage. Well, I mean, guess it's just not boosting, but it's Scarf, let's be honest. It's a Staraptor. It's 99% of the time his choice in this generation. It's just because it's kind of limiting what he can do otherwise. So he is going to bring in here the Skuntank. As I just get off a burn on it. So he's going to take rocks, which is good, and then assuming the Will-Wisp lands, get into another 12. So he's going to burn it, so his thing is taking a lot of passive damage. However, I believe it's Black Sludge. It's Black. Yeah, it's Black Sludge. Just gonna help nullify a little bit of the Will-Wisp damage. I also have to switch. I have to fear a dark move. Like, I guess I'm like, I mean, I don't know. I have to fear a dark move. Like, he can still crunch for decent damage. I just don't want to stay and let this take too much damage because I need this first Staraptor. If he pursues, fair enough. But he's burned. He's not gonna do that much to me. I believe I just go Habakiri, which is my Breloom, expecting the dark move. I believe that's my play here. Yeah, I'm just going to switch out into Breloom here. I believe he just calls and goes. He does call us go for Flamethrower, which is a pretty cool play. I don't know if I love it because it's kind of like risking something like Gyarados coming in when he's burned. But anyway, my Toxic Orb is going to go off, so Habakiri will start getting Toxic Poison later. However, this Skuntank is obviously a problem now. So I believe I am just going to switch out here into my Fire Resist, which is basically just Quillfish at this point. So Breloom taking all damage really sucks. It was going to be useful later for potentially like Kingdra or Gliscor, and taking that huge Flamethrower is unfortunate. This also reveals the Skuntank is like very specially attack invested, which is not really what I expected here, like at all. But I get it. It kind of helps with throw a bit, but because it can't get burned, doesn't hurt it as much. It's still kind of interesting decision though, in my opinion. Like, I guess you need Flamethrower for Scizor, of course, but like I don't think you need to run special attack investment really in this game. But it's working out for him here, of course. So I believe I go out to Kusanagi. I am going to think a lot because this is kind of a tough spot for me. But I am just going to go Kusanagi. I could have gone Murakumo, which is my Gyarados, but I didn't want to risk like a burn. That's like just a play I don't need to risk. Gonna bring in my Quillfish here. Takes a good chunk from this Flamethrower though. It does not that much. It's like 25%. But the Skuntank's gonna continue getting chipped by this. And now here I believe I just click Waterfall. Yeah, I don't want Rain Dance with Kingdra still in max. I'm just gonna Waterfall here. So we fire off, get some good damage into this thing. Reveals that me has some defense investment. But he's going to Boom here. That's something I wasn't really expecting. I'll be honest, in the moment I kind of forgot Skuntank gets Boom, which is big on my part. Because Quillfish going down makes Kingdra very, very scary in this endgame. Like, incredibly scary. So that's definitely not ideal for me. So I'm forced to bring something in. I believe... I don't remember what I go into here, actually. I really do not remember where I went into on this turn. It might have been Gyarados, but I really cannot tell you. We're just going to have to wait and see. So far, he's revealed Heatran, Starmie, Staraptor, Gliscor, and Skuntank. So he only has one more Pokemon in the back, which pretty much has to be Kingdra. Kingdra's way too good. So I know his full team left. He still has Heatran and Starmie. He definitely has Kingdra, Skuntank. Oh, he has Heatran, Starmie, and Skuntank. So he definitely has the remaining Pokemon, Kingdra, Gliscor, and Staraptor. He is going to bring in here the Gliscor. As I do go into... We went to Gyarados? So let me see. Yeah. It's Hyper Cutter, of course, because Stanville is pointless, so it's going to suppress my thing. But I can just start setting up here. Like, I have Wakandberry, Thunderfang's not going to do too much. I'm just going to Dragon Dance. It's a pretty decent opportunity to set up. If he like clicks Toxic, like, it's fine. But he's actually going to reveal Rock Slide here, which is very interesting. Because of the Hyper Cutter not wanting his attack, he's going to do decent damage. Even like this on Invested still is like 45, which is unfortunate. So that's a lot of damage to my Gyarados, of course. Now I am just going to, I believe I'm just going to go waterfall here. I get no reason to click anything else. He reveals leftovers as well. Let me look. Yeah. Yeah, so I just go fire a waterfall here. And he's going to reveal to be, once we hit, it's not going to knock out me. He's fully physically defensive to only take that much from a +1 waterfall, which is unfortunate for me because that means he can just move into a rock slide and get me super low. So I'm down to about 20% now. Also, I can knock out another one, which is good. So that will put me up 4-2 as well. Just click my waterfall here, take my kill. As my score is just going to go down to this. So he's out 2 Pokemon. It's a Staraptor and obviously the Kingdra. He hasn't revealed the Kingdra, but he also has the fucking Kingdra. So his remaining 2 Pokemon are Staraptor and Kingdra. So like I'm in an okay position, but Kingdra's looking really fucking scary with my Breloom low and with my having taken chip and my Gyarados low. So that could very well turn this around. Losing Quillfish was really bad for me. In comes Staraptor's good, taking her around rocks. And for some reason I'm gonna sack off my Gyarados here, which I don't know why. I think Rotom was really safe. There's no reason he would ever like. I think at the moment I was worried he would U-turn. Yeah, I was worried he would U-turn here, but like, there's no reason to ever stay in with Gyarados. There's no rocks up. Gyarados can come back in and can intimidate later, which could be big into Staraptor or a physical Kingdra. There's no reason to sack on my Gyarados here. I just go into Rotom. Rotom takes nothing from any hit from Staraptor. If he U-turns, that's a bit scary, but like, he cannot quick U-turn on a +1 Gyarados and risk like the Kingdra coming in taking a gigantic hit. That just loses the game. So yeah, sacking Gyarados here was a big misplay. I will fully admit that was not smart at all. But that is what I'm going to do as he debates with you. He has some Spray Bird, and I just going to knock out my Gyarados, which, again, I really should not have sacked here. So, yeah, Gyarados is going to go down, so I'm just going to take a bit of recoil. Now, I know he is Scarf, so I have to go into Rotom here. No Mara Pokemon make any sense. I guess I could go Mamoswine, but, like, then I'm locked into Ice Fang, and Kingdra can maybe set up on me. So I'm just going to go Rotom here. So I'm going to take a Brave Bird to the face. It's going to hurt a bit, but I'm just going to knock out Thunderbolt. I don't know, great play. Like, I could Will-O-Wisp, I guess, but if the Kingdra come in, but I'd rather just get off the damage, honestly. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt. Start a quick Brave Bird here. The problem now is, because Rotom's on the field, and Rotom only does like 40 to Kingdra with Thunderbolt. If he is Rain Dance, the game is over. Because if he's Rain Dance, I may could have... If I was running Mach Punch on Breloom, I would be really good position because I could just... Ice Shard into Mach Punch would likely knock it out after Thunderbolt Chip as it takes a turn to set up Rain. So he brings his last Pokemon. It's obviously Kingdra. I mean, it didn't show up yet. It's obviously Kingdra. Let's be honest. It's the Kingdra. Yeah, amazing match. It was always staying in the back. So Kingdra is good command. It's very scary here. If it clicks Rain Dance, I do just lose on the spot. That's just is what it is. It's just like game Kingdra. Nothing I can do. If my Breloom was healthy, I maybe could have done something, but because Breloom took that Flame Force, which was really bad. So I'm just going to Thunderbolt. I just need damage. That's all I need at this point. I just need damage. I debate Will-O-Wisping here, but he could be like physical. He could just be one berry. It's like Thunderbolt's always the play. He just got Outrage, so he reveals to be physical. So Outrage is going to take out my Rotom. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't take out. It does a lot of damage if I'm physical defensive. And I'm going to Thunderbolt there. So if I clicked Will-O-Wisp, I did just win the game on that turn if I hit, but... I had to play around Special Kingdra, right? If I could Will-O-Wisp Special, I lose the game on the spot. I think Special makes a lot more sense into my draft than Physical anyway. He's just going to Outrage again. Obviously, he's locked in forces in my Rotom. Docks on my Rotom. So I have Mamoswine and Breloom Rain. Breloom's also useless. It's slower. And then we have to see if he gets confused here, which he does not. So it means it's a free turn Outrage. So I go into Mamoswine. If this Kingdra isn't Scarf, I should win the game here. Because he's locked it Outrage and it doesn't outcome me. Just to click my Earthquake button. I will move first, and Earthquake should knock out this Kingdra, and that will win me the game. So yeah, if he was a Special Kingdra, I did lose that end game. But thankfully he was physical, which I don't really get bringing physical into my team, but sure. So we'll take that, and that's going to bring us a 2-0 win for our first game, our week 3. It brings us up to 2-1 plus 4. So very good start to the season. This matchup was abysmal, so I'm very happy I could win this. Next week, I'm going up against my good friend Haze of Ender, who also replaced, but he replaced in week 2 instead of week 3. And so his team is fucking broken because he got to pick up all the broken shit that was left on the board. And then there was like nothing left for me. So his team is fucking absurd. He dropped like all the bad mons his previous coach before him had, and he picked up all the good ones. So yeah, wish me luck. I'm going to fucking need it into that next week's game. Yeah, we'll call it there though. Thank you for watching. This very long video is probably like 45 minutes, but yeah, have a good one, everyone. Peace.